What's up, people? Today, February 26, 2013. First, I got to give a big shout out to my little brother who is turning 30 today. And I am happy he doesn't live anywhere close to me. Um, so I did have to, just call at midnight and tell him happy birthday. But anyway, moving on. I'm not talking about him. That's not what the video is for. But what I did today, I sent a message out to my friends, and if you know me, I'm always trying to send a positive message out because I do believe in motivation. I am a motivational coach. I love empowering people, empowering women, especially women that are like myself, divorced, have small kids, and that are actually doing the darn thing on their own, don't need nobody. Not saying we don't need anybody, but we, for the present time, we have to just do it on ourselves with no help but that comes from the good Lord above. So big kudos up to all the ladies, all the guys that's actually doing the same thing, because there are a lot of guys that are, single parents at the same time. But anyway, what I was doing, I did a message, and it was called Stepping Out Tonight. And the reason why I did that is because a lot of times we allow other people to dictate the way that we're going to live our lives. We allow people to, the things that they say, the things that their opinions, their little negative advice that they try to give you that they think is good advice. We allow that to actually dictate our next move. You have to stop that. So the reason why I said the stepping out tonight, that has to do with a lot of stuff as far as start believing in yourself. Okay? Because one thing you're gonna have, okay, we all know we're gonna die. Period. But at least live your life to the fullest before you leave here. Right? So regardless what you do in life, you're gonna always have gossipers and you're gonna always have spectators. Those gossipers, believe me when I tell you, they're gonna talk whether you do something good in life, something bad in life. They're just gonna talk a little worse when you do something bad. Forget them. Because guess what? They're not doing anything with their life because they're too focused on what you're doing. And if you don't continue to move on because you don't want to give them anything to talk about, girl, child, you better stop. You better go on, give them something to talk about. Give them something to talk about. Because as long as your name is in the mix, guess what? You're going to have even more gossipers. And guess what? That means they are always focused on what you are doing. They're always trying to involve themselves, and they don't know absolutely nothing. They are just gossipers. They're just onlookers. That's all. Just keep moving. Give them something to talk about. If you, especially in business, oh, you wouldn't even believe. Let me tell you. I work a full-time job. I'm my mom. I have 2 kids. I have another business. I am doing so much stuff. I don't care because I like my life to be a little hectic. Now, when I settle down, then that's a different story. But for right now, oh, I'm good with it. I probably don't get that much sleep, but I don't really need that much sleep. I was in the military, so 4 hours, that's good with me. Anything over 4, I'm probably like cranky the next day, believe it or not. But anyway, I work now. I have people from my job that pay attention to what I do because a lot of them are my friends on Facebook or on Twitter or Instagram, whatever, some social media site. They're my friends. They would ask me what I'm doing. I don't mind. I don't care. I don't mind telling people what it is that I do. I would invite you in. Now, I'm not the messy kind of person. So if I invite you in to actually look and see what I'm doing, I don't care if you sign up or not. I'm giving you an opportunity. I will welcome the fact that you do sign up because I feel like, if that can benefit you, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. But see, people are too focused on, well, I don't want such and such to know what I'm doing. Who cares? No one cares what you're doing. If it's going to benefit you, you better go ahead and do it. If it's going to put money in your pocket, food on your table, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and a vehicle for you to ride in, you better do it. And don't worry about he or she, whoever had to say about it, period. Because I guarantee you, if you are out on your butt with no car to drive, with no job, no roof over your head, no clothes on your back, no food to eat, guess what? They won't even care a drop. They won't even give you a crumb. Do you understand? But when you're doing something with your life, when you're making it happen, when you're doing a darn thing, oh yeah, people gonna talk. That's what you want. Let them keep on talking. Because as long as they're talking, you know you're doing something right. Get out there, make it happen. That's the part where you put on your shoes, okay? Because it's time to get ready to go, right? Then you have the spectators. These spectators will look in your back door, your back window, whatever. They will act like they'll never see you face to face. They act like they never see you. But as soon as you're doing something, oh yeah, they got their eyes focused on you. They're not the ones that go talk, but they're the one that always pay close attention to what it is that you have to do. And as soon as you do it, they're like, And as soon as you mess up, guess what they say? I told you so. You ain't told me nothing. And if you did tell me, I was going to do it anyway. Those are the people that pretty much are kind of envious of you. You know, they're jealous. They want to see what you're doing, but they're going to wait, and they're trying to wait until you fail, and then so they can have something to run back and talk about, or come to you like, you know what, you should have asked me first, because I would have probably told you that didn't work. And they know all the while that they didn't even, never, ever try anything. They just watching every little thing that you do. It's okay, boo. Give them something to look at. Give them something to look at. Even if you don't give them something to look at, give you something to move on. Okay? Give you something to build. Because I guarantee you, once you get to where you're going, those people they're not gonna matter to you. You're not even gonna know they ever existed. That's when they want to come aboard and they want to become your friends. Now it's time to grab your jacket. You already have on your shoes, grab your jacket. Because in a few minutes, it's time to take off. Because now you're seeing all those people that are probably holding you back, holding you still, the reason why you're not moving forward. Forget them. Go. Okay? So then when you start living, guess what? When you start living, you start doing the darn thing, not worry about nobody else, not worrying about what your spectators say, not worrying about what your gossipers say. You're like, you know what? That's right. It's time for me to live my life. I don't have time for this. I don't need this. I'm good. I want this in life. I want to move here. I want to do that. I want to retire before I'm this age. I want this kind of car, this kind of house. I want my kids to go to this kind of school. I want my kids to dress in designer clothes. I want to vacation every once in a while. I want to not just vacation for like a week or whatever. I want to vacation for months at a time. I can do that. I want my bank account to look like 6 figures, 7 figures or whatever, not have to worry about who's going to pay Georgia Power, who's going to pay my water bill, who's going to pay my utilities, my gas, who's going to fill my car up, who's going to pay my mortgage, any of that, because you have all that money, because you started believing in yourself and you decided to say, you know what, forget what they got to say, I'm going to move on with my life. That's when you start leaving. That's when it's time to walk out the door, because that's when you start stepping out. Okay, so are you stepping out tonight, or are you just going to stay in? It's all up to you. Your choice. You decide. Okay, until next time, I'll talk to you all later. Good night.